relationships. Everybody knows what they are. Everybody has wanted one. Most people have been in one. And over time, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. If you think back to our parents' generation, you know, like the 1970s, the 1980s, people were like super straightforward with their relationships. There was none of this BS like Snapchat and Instagram and TikTok, none of these social media platforms. If you liked someone, you'd tell them, you'd go on a date, you'd go to like one of those what is it, like drive-in movies. You have a date, you talk, you're under the stars or whatever, and you're having a beautiful relationship, right? That's what it was like in the past years. But now, completely different. You have social media, you have situationships, you have these like fake weird modern relationships that nobody older than the age of like 30 would have ever thought would be possible, where like it's based on these superficial things. Like, people only get into relationships based on how the other person looks. Like, oh, that girl's got a fat butt, let me go get in a relationship with her, let me go hit on her real quick. People before did not do that. Now there's exceptions obviously, but overall people were getting in relationships based on personality and like how the person treated them. But now it's completely different. It's super superficial. There's like all these dating apps like Tinder and Bumble and Hinge and whatever that are solely focused on your appearance. It's literally your personality doesn't matter on those apps. If you want to be successful, it's literally just to hook up with people, essentially. That is like the modern situation, pretty much, is hookup culture. People get with each other so they can bang and do whatever, and they just drop them and they move on with their life. But it's ruining the modern relationships, because people want love, right? People want to have that lifelong partnership that they see in their parents or in their grandparents or in their friends even. And that's just not happening. Well, it's happening, but at a much lower rate than in the past, in previous generations. And it's because of social media and people's like changing of what they prioritize, like superficial values. They prioritize looks over personality and how they treat each other. It's just terrible. Recently I've been like dabbling in some of these relationships, and the only thing that I have gotten out of them is pretty much nothing. It's like personal growth, essentially. I was with this girl for like 2 or 3 months, and it was just like this quote unquote talking stage where we would do stuff, we would like kind of get like affectionate or something, kind of get touchy, but it never went anywhere. And it's just like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell is the point of this? It's getting me nowhere. It's bringing me nothing. It's just a big waste of my time. And for 2 or 3 months, I was just completely devoted to this person, doing nothing with my life. And it took me a while to reflect, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I spending so much time over this? Why am I wasting energy? I got other things to do. Get me out of this. Like, there's so much insecurity and like anxiety that comes with relationships nowadays. Whereas in the past, it was like you found your person, you guys were honest with each other, you were open, you didn't cheat, you're upfront, you liked each other, you guys loved each other, and you expressed it. And that relationship held. But now it's like every other month you see these girls or these guys that are just getting with different people like every 30 or 60 days. And it's crazy, because modern relationships are bullshit. There's no other explanation to it. They suck. But what can we do to like circumvent this, essentially? What can we do to avoid these BS relationships, and how can we find a proper relationship? Well, I think proper relationships and just a proper life in general goes hand in hand with Christianity and like all the values of that. So if you're like me and you're looking to not indulge in the hookup culture, not indulge in these stupid bullshit modern relationships, I would say the best advice from me to you is to get involved with the church or some kind of Christian community or some kind of place in general that has deeply rooted Christian values, because there you're going to find the high quality girls. There you're going to find the people who won't cheat. There you're going to find the people who will want you to take them to one of those drive-in movies I was talking about. That is where you will find your person. Is basically any spirit or like any religious place in general, because those have the healthy values that we want. We don't want to indulge in this hookup culture. If you do, get out of my channel. We don't want you here. But that's pretty much it. This is kind of just a rant about modern relationships and how they're stupid and how they're dumb and how they're bullshit. But we don't want to take part in that. We want to find our one person and we want to stick with them. We want to be the best version of ourselves. So yeah, that's about it. If you like this video and other videos like this, scroll down, click the subscribe button, click the first link in the description. I'll see you in there.